Hi everyone, it's Goretti from Lakeview Medium and Tarot. And I am doing the 31-day challenge with Ethany that she started again this year. First time I'm doing it, so bear with me, I'm a little bleh today. So I'm going to start with the top 5 tarot decks that I used a lot in 2016. I'm going to start with the last one. One of the last ones that I also worked with a lot last year is the Wheel of the Year Tarot. The moment I kind of saw this one, I completely fell in love with it. I trimmed off the borders, and I think that was the best choice. To me, this one is just an amazing read. I find it very soft. I know that I've had clients that I've pulled this one out that needed a little bit of a comfort in it. I find it not on the cartoonish side, but very almost childlike in a way, with all the colors in it. So yeah, I mean, this one is one of my go-to. I work with it. It's one of the decks I usually keep always on my altar or on my desk when I work. The next one that I also go to a lot, and that I used quite frequently last year, and I know I will definitely continue using it this year, is the Distant Past Tarot by Jerry Totten. And it's just the card size. I know she now has available the 3 sizes. She also has a tarot size and a larger version, tarot sized cards. This deck is a no-nonsense type of deck when it comes to reading. If you don't want to beat around the bush with clients, or you have clients that don't want to beat around the bush, they just want a straightforward reading and straight to the point reading, this deck is definitely the deck, at least for me, on when I read for clients with it. It's just amazing, and it's small, it's perfect, put it in my bag, and to usually take it with me everywhere I go anyways. So yeah, Distant Past is a great one. Another one that I love is the Greenwich Tarot, which obviously, I mean, it's soft, it's beautiful, it's pagan. It's slightly when I read the book, it slightly has, boy, first day after one of the holidays, and I'm all blue. The meanings in regards to the book are slightly different, but I absolutely love the way she has interpreted the cards. Just a great added interpretation to them, obviously. My next deck that I used quite often, of course, and it's always around for me, is the Druidcraft. I mean, this is perfect. These are beautiful in every way. I mean, I think we all pretty much have a Druidcraft in our arsenal of cards. With this deck, I found, in regards to readings for clients, for me, this deck has no problem in helping a client confront their hidden questions, hidden problems that they want solved and they don't want to ask, verbally verbalize it. But again, it's one of my favorite decks. And my last for the top 5, I really can't live without, is my Shadowscapes. Yes, I wish the images were definitely bigger because there's so much that goes on with these. For me, this is a deck that I read intuitively. I read the book, but I don't rely on the interpretations of it. Every time, each card has a different meaning. Every single time I read it, or read with it, I should say, for a client. But I find it soothing. It's a soothing, calming deck for sure. Again, as well, it's one of those decks that I will bring out if I know one of my clients is having a rough question or a rough situation that they're looking into. It definitely helps them, soothe the situation. For my top 5 of 2016 Oracle, the first one I'm going to do is the Goddess Guidance. Having a hard time today. Goddess Guidance Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. I have a few Doreen Virtue decks, but I tend to gravitate more towards her non-angelish decks, which I know is pretty much a majority of them. These ones I use quite a bit as maybe 1 or 2 pulls for a client after the tarot reading to kind of just give them a bit of an uplifting kind of message. I know that the deck has a variety of different goddesses from pretty much every single faith. Or pantheon, not faith. Oh, one of those days. Again, another Doreen Virtue deck that I used quite often is the Ascended Masters. Again, it touches base of different religions and pantheons. Again, similar. I use it for additional card pulls for clients. Another one that I used quite a bit is the Earth Magic. I, interestingly enough, had an so that's the backing of it. In regards to this card, this card is, this deck, not card. This deck for me was I'm going to tell you what you need to know in regards to questions. I was at a point where I literally asked what I should do, and it told me exactly what I should do and what path I should have taken. It's a reassurance type of deck, at least for me and how it works with me. This deck I haven't really used much on clients. It's more for personal. I'm hoping to try to integrate it a little bit more with for clients this year. So we'll see how it works with them. The next one is the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy. I love my fae. I love working with fae. I always have since I was a child. I had fairies everywhere. And for me, this deck can be dark at times with readings, or it can be very light depending on who I'm reading for. But again, beautiful, beautiful cards, just stunning. And the last oracle that is always on my altar is the Isis Oracle. I have a special bond with Isis. She's definitely one of the goddesses that I keep on my altar, and I have a very good personal, close relationship with her. For me, I work with it more ritual based. I do not necessarily follow the rituals within the book that it comes with. But I definitely use them as meditating tools, even with clients. Not all clients, because not all clients really have that openness to different deities. But it's an amazing deck. I absolutely love Isis. So yeah, so that is day 2 and 3, top 5 Oracle and Tarot decks. Bye.